Well, it hasn't rained all day, so I thought I would take a nice little walk around the garden. And the first thing I come across is Bun Bun there, running away. But he's probably been munching at my coneflowers. Look how chewed up the leaves, the petals of these are. I guess rabbits like echinacea as well. There's a big chunk out of this one. I think my cat has some work to do out here. A little white hosta is about to bloom. That hosta has never done very well for me. I've got lilies blooming. Here, I thought this was dead, but this is a Japanese anemone. It has popped out of the ground again, and I'm very pleased about that. Up there, you can see that my butterfly peas still haven't done really much of anything, but they got quite a lot of water in the last couple of days. So there's my original Japanese anemone, and behind it a clematis climbing up the trellis. And finally, my crocosmia has started to bloom. This stuff is gonna look fantastic tomorrow or the next day. I'm gonna just have to come out and get some images of the crocosmia because that's one of my favorites in my garden. Here's another echinacea. Obviously the Bun Bun has had his way with that as well. I think that's just something I'm going to have to be aware of, is that rabbits eat echinacea. He's the guilty culprit, I can tell. So I've got a bunch of different cool bright colors of echinacea in here, and I'm looking forward to seeing how they turned out. This red hot poker is done, but this one is just getting started. I like the gradient that they make, and that's going to be beautiful when it opens itself up. You can see I got lilies back here. I beheaded this bee balm because everything on it was done. All the flowers were done, so I'm hoping it flowers out again. And this bee balm is working its way toward done. It's been going for a while. And I'm waiting for the lupin. It's got to dry up first. I mean, it's been so wet, but I'm hoping I can collect seeds from this lupin and spread them around, and yeah, we'll see if I can get lupin to grow from seed here. That would be really cool. I have been coming out and pulling up baby red buds. I was going to pull that up this morning too, but then I thought, oh, that's poison ivy. I had better not touch it. So you can't have everything in here. But the other little trees have been pulled up, and I will definitely come out and get rid of that poison ivy at some point. I'm just not going to pull it up with my hands. This is a tree that needs to go, but it's attached really well to probably a walnut in the ground, and so I have to give that up. But look, the ground cherries are flowering. Ground cherries are essentially, God, what's the name of that vegetable? Tomatillos. It's kind of like a tomatilla, a wild tomatilla. So I'm kind of curious about those. They grew here on their own naturally, and I may pick some and eat them. I haven't decided yet. Let's walk over here to the meadow, and as you can see, the main part of the meadow, or the new part of the meadow, is still looking pretty good from a distance. I mean, some of the flowers have definitely started to die off. I'm hoping for like a whole nother flush of blooms on the cosmos in here, and that I expect, they say cosmos just blooms all summer, so I'm hoping that that's what happens. I purposely didn't deadhead it because my goal is to have it go to seed. But as you can see, look at all of these coneflowers here. There's some back there blooming already, but I'm excited about the number and variety. Well, I don't know that there's much variety. I'm excited about the number of coneflowers that are back here. I also do have some crocosmia back here. But if I'm looking at all these coneflowers and just thinking, this is going to make my meadow beautiful, and so I'm looking forward to it. Although I have these now, Japanese beetles have just started. So I think it might be time, I'll have to look at my vegetables, but to get the Japanese beetle trap out and get started bagging beetles for the season. It's nice to have the sun shining here. Yeah, everything's looking pretty. The one thing that hasn't been doing well is this banana. It is so pathetic. I thought, you know, if I planted a banana out here, it would just grow really well all summer and then die. But it's not growing really well this summer, and I think it's because it was so dry for the 3 weeks I was on vacation. Got this forest of crocosmia in here. So pretty. And yeah, that's it for the yard of the meadow back here.